Hello YouTube, Infinite Magicraid community, Gandalf here. The patch has just dropped. We got what we expected. Reyna has just joined the Unruly Outlaws. We'll go into a video for her specifically. Very nice character design, battle made. They have really, I was talking to people, they really try to make this maybe a fan service faction. I'll leave my comments there and I'll end it there. Um, she's a very good tank, and I'll go more into detail about her in a hero review video very shortly. We got a nice interface overview, and I think this makes it a little bit easier to see what is active and what is not. So I like the interface change. Inside guild battles, now you can fight yourself in advanced arena. So now you can test, how your lineups hold up against yourself in battles of threes. And I think this is going to be really helpful for those of you who are trying to test and get our teams working. Those were the expected ones, but we were not expecting a brand new pet. This was not shared at all, but it seems like every 2 months or so now, they do have this beast cultivation event, and they introduce a brand new pet. Now, this new pet is very strong, and what it will do is it will reduce the enemy's speed, reduce their mastery, and critical damage. Now, this is quite a lot of speed reduction if you can get up to 3 layers. That's 24% on top of your regular speed down, and you also reducing their mastery and crit damage by 90%. So you start off with 1 layer onto the enemy, and then 3. So every 10 turns you are adding it. I'm not sure if it's I think maybe because you're taking so many turns and the enemy's really slow, you will easily get to 3 layers. But I also think like it's going to be a little bit hard. I mean, if you're already slowing them down to that much, will you end up just winning the fight? I'm not quite sure. But you can also freeze the enemy, and it has very high effective hit as well. So let's go into the trial quest. I do notice one thing is not working with it. Let me just let's just claim some battle tickets here so we can test it out. I think it's great that you're able to test these pets out. But for example, I have a real hard time against Monkey. Let's see how things change with this pet. So let's quickly take a look, right? So let's see how things stack. So immediately you see that I've got their mastery and speed should be slowed down as well. Yeah, like his lance, everything seems to be, the pet is slowed down. The mastery is immediately reduced, which is good, which means I easily outspeed him. But you can see the pet also have gear. This Divinity Stone will be able to boost the turn meter by 70%. So that means by turn 3, we're going to be casting. So 1, 2, and 3, any cast. Beautiful animation. And let's see if this pet is enough to help me turn the tide. It reduces the damage that I'll be taking, but honestly, in the grand scheme of things, most heroes are going to have so much mastery that, nope, still can't beat them. So that's kind of like, where things are. Let's do the same thing on weak. I think this is the same situation. And weak, I think, is even stronger. You look at the stat comparison on my side. Now, turn 1 is supposed to freeze the one that has done most damage. I find it weird because I'm not sure how the heck it's supposed to freeze someone when nobody has done damage yet. Now, let me check his pet. Does his pet have equipment? No, meta ray dev. Okay, it's a 3-star. It's a 3-star. I think Monkey had a higher one. But you can see the enemy now has 2 layers, right? One more turn, I think we're going to be at 3 layers. Yeah, we're going to be at 3 layers. We're at 3 layers. their crit damage is reduced. They should be slowed down by another by 24% at this point. I'm not sure why it doesn't say their speed is slowed down yet though. That's weird because they're supposed to be slowed down. You can see how slow he is though. Like this has fallen 24. Yeah, his Beatrix is so slow right now because of this. So this clearly looks like it's stacking because it's reducing by 40%, then another 24% on top of that. So I guess it's multiplicative. It's not 64%, I don't think. Would it be 64%? I don't think his will be close to 2700, 2400 speed. Yeah, it actually might be. It might be. His is around 24. So yeah, this is huge if you look at how much speed is reduced, right? You got 40, it's going to be 64%. So effectively, that's another 30% on top of it, multiplicatively, if you think about it. So yeah, this is huge in terms of how much speed reduction you have onto the enemy. But with all those extra turns, I don't know. I just still feel like his pet is pushing my turn meter back a ton. Okay, so now we got another refresh. Some have 3 layers, some have 4, but the damage is not there, right? What you're giving out on is this pet doesn't do as much damage as the meta ray, and the meta ray just puts you on torpid and impacts you in a whole different way. We're definitely lasting a lot longer than against Monkey, though I don't know. Like this is helping me survive for sure. Yet I'm not feeling I'm not breaking through. That's the problem. And his pet definitely does more damage to me. Yeah. And I think we're able to free somebody, but oh, nope. Still not able to do it. So hopefully you see that this pet, in the grand scheme of things, against some of the bigger whales, is not that big of a game changer. If I can't beat them before, I still can't beat them. From a PvE perspective, I don't know, because normally bosses can't be slowed down, right? So I don't know if this pet is a unique, if it can be slowed down or not. I will definitely ask, and I'll put comments in the description below to see if this pet can actually slow down bosses. I will go ask the devs and find out. Because yes, if you slow down the boss, it might be better than the meta ray in terms of boosting your own turn meter, right? However, like for free to play, I think you can definitely go for the E5 pet here on the poison one, and I find that one works so well with Giselle. If you happen to be lucky enough to have Giselle, but like the pet slot is kind of important, even though we have a lot of different pets. Like even though I'm reducing the enemy's damage, I'm losing out on damage that I could be doing. So, and I'm finding that without my pet, I'm having a real hard time breaking through the enemy. So, oh, there we go. Okay. So maybe it's just a stats thing. Between Weak and Monkey Magic, they have way more stats than I do. So, anyways, that's a quick overview on the pet. I know a lot of people are like, yeah, pet's not for me. It's for the less than the 1% who are actually able to afford it. I totally agree with the sentiment. They need to be able to give us easier way to access pets. But I think they definitely at least made the Bambi pet a lot more accessible now than before. All right, so those are all the updates. And of course, they have the consumer event. It'd be interesting to see how many people actually make it. Typically, in a week, we see close to anywhere between 10 to 14 players hit the $2,000 mark. Right now, AppToIDE again is still having a little bit of issue. They're working very closely with DH Games right now, trying to resolve the issue. I do know that everybody who is in the United States, however, were able to use Aptoide and take advantage of it. It's all the countries outside of the USA that's been having issues. So hopefully, that gives people a little more information, and hopefully, the issues are resolved for everybody else as well. All right. I'll catch you in the next video, where I will be talking about the brand new hero. I'll catch you in the next one. Gandalf out.